Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another 2B Hero X reaction video! How you guys doing? So, as is tradition with our 2B Hero X reactions, we have finished a couple of episodes, a couple of arcs, so we're going to watch the PVs related to the characters we have now been introduced to. And if you're wondering, yes, tonight I'm going to be live on Twitch. It's actually one of my last live streams for our Christmas break, so if you want to come along and say hi, we're going to be watching 2B Hero X at 8:30 p.m. UK time, live on Twitch. I don't want to say a huge thank you. You guys have literally made these 2B Hero X live streams so much fun. They've been some of my biggest we've had in the last couple of months. There's tons of freaking 2B Hero X fans there, all hanging out, all having a good time, all enjoying watching this anime, watching me lose my mind, go crazy, get angry and cry, and nearly every episode. So if you guys want to come along, we're going to be live tonight on Twitch, 8:30 p.m. BST, that's UK time. Probably when you're watching this right now, I'm probably crying at 2B Hero X right now. Link to my Twitch is in the description. Come along and say hi. And let's jump into my first time ever reaction to the new character PVs that we haven't checked out with Queen and Cyan. Queen's such a great character because, like,
无序只能给世界带来混沌。
What does that represent?
而我将立志成为一个能给世界带来秩序的英雄。
往前跳，勇敢一点。没事的，有我们在。
What is this? I was about to say, she's such a great character because of her resolve. You know, we've seen a lot of characters with different emotions, and I think that's like really good in 2B Hero X because everything's kind of realistic. You know, the characters all act almost how you would imagine real people would in this situation. Queen seems like the most heroic hero, you know, with like how she just carries herself. She acts like a queen.
我不会再相信任何人，我也不需要依靠任何人，我只相信自己。
Gosh, the PVs are so good. I wish every anime did this. Just get like extra content around the anime.
虽然你能在你的领域里制定规则，但别忘了。
The music is also fucking fantastic. Also, the fight with Queen in the series is so good. She's got such a cool like combat stuff around. I don't even know the word.
只有登顶了 X。
Come on, Queen. Is this the guy who never kneels? The guy who like always stands? Is it not that guy?
你才能改变这个世界的规则。
That's it? Man, what was that? I feel like I just pressed play. That was like 10 seconds long. Oh, that's the dude who never kneels. I didn't even clock that because then when she yelled kneel and he like didn't move, like he was saying you can set the rules in your world, but you need to remember how the powers and abilities actually work in this world. So it's almost like he was trying to break the norms of the system. I wonder, I'm curious to see if that's something that's ever going to happen in this series. Because one thing I've highlighted a lot is the fact that this system could be so easily manipulated. And in a way, we're kind of seeing that with the CEOs of the hero agencies because they are manipulating it to a certain degree in their own sense. But you could manipulate even more than they are. Like I said, if this world was real and all of this stuff was real, you could literally just like jump off a building and like have like a hidden wire or something like that and say like, oh, look, I'm flying. And people go, wow, he's flying. Next thing you know, you can fly, you know, like things like that. Have a friend like shoot you with blanks and then go like this, oh, and just have like a bullet in your hand that's like bent, you know, and be like, oh. And then they'll be like, oh my God, he's indestructible. You know, there's so many things you could do to like game the system. So I wonder if we're going to see a character that is manipulating it. And it felt like Queen in this PV was trying to break it a little bit. Because how would that work? If the rules say that Queen can manipulate the rules in her own area, then, but the rules also say that a certain character can never kneel, can never bend, what happens then? What happens when an unstoppable object meets an immovable force? What happens then? And I feel like that's what Queen's PV just kind of showcased. Also, the OST was really, really good. Really, really good. But you know who's probably going to have an insane OST, knowing the character? Cyan.
你在哪里？你去了哪里？我一定会帮你找到他。
I wonder what this is supposed to represent, because that's clearly younger her, and you had like younger her on the floor saying like, where are they, where are they? And I was like, don't worry, I'll help you find them. Showing all these lucky big jackpots and shamrocks and everything. She is absolutely one of my favorite characters. I love her. She's just nothing but sweet energy. Oh damn! This is in the song video. That makes so much more sense, because we checked out the song, which will be coming out on the main channel today. And in the song, you see this scene, and I didn't realize it was her reaction was because she didn't know that that was a younger her.
别傻了，
I get it now.
他已经死了。
是我的错，是我给他带来了不幸。
You were lied to.
这是属于我的真
You
相，
were lied to. It's not your
必
truth.
须
You
由
were
我
lied
自己
to.
去拿回来。
What a freaking amazing PV, man. I thought the OST was going to be heavily, like, strong around her, you know? Like, that's the wrong way of saying that. As in, because she is an artist, a singer in the series, I assumed that the OST was going to be, like oh, crazy, awesome and amazing. And where it was awesome, it wasn't what I expected. I'm trying to, like, avoid spoilers, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, you guys have probably seen this, but I will avoid them as much as I can, because probably not everyone has. But where the last episode I watched ended, I am super intrigued to see Queen and Cyan's story. Like, what does that mean? What did they see? What does that mean? And the other thing I am really worried about is, am I going to get any answers to any of these arcs this season? Is it going to be like a Game of Thrones, where it's going to end and there's going to be like tons of like stories, you know? This character's going that way, that character's going that way, that character. Or is it going to start wrapping up and tying together by the end of season 1? I don't know what direction it's going to take. I don't know whether I'll get to the end of season 1 and everything will start coming together and clicking and making sense. Like the ending of Sense 8 season 1, right? Or I'm going to get to the end of season 1 and it's going to be like Game of Thrones, like I said, and everything's separate and there's still a million other stories, every character's going their own direction. And there's going to be no real like answers. I am curious to see. I'm also worried. Based on how much people love To Be Hero X, I'm not that worried though. I can imagine that it's going to be a satisfying ending in whichever direction it goes. I do think that so far the whole series has been awesome. There hasn't been a bad arc. There hasn't been a boring character. Everything's been so well done. And the way that they pace it is just fantastic. It's some of the best pacing I've seen in anything. And it's amazing how you root against characters and flip-flop so much. And it can go from being this childish series to this most dark and depressing series ever. It's just brilliantly done. It really is. And I love that we have PVs like this around it as well. It just gives you more content to consume around To Be Hero X as well. I'm very much enjoying it. Hopefully you guys will come along and join me tonight on Twitch. This will be one of my last live streams for the holiday season. So if you want to spread some holiday cheer, come along. I'll probably be live when you're watching this right now. And the link to my Twitch is in the description. Come along and say hi. Watch some To Be Hero X with me. I don't know what arc we're watching tonight, but I think it's everyone's favorite. I think that's what people have told me. So I don't know. You guys will have to come along and find out. Anyway, like, subscribe. Have an awesome evening. And if I don't see you before Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.